Yo, I just did an interview with Grant Cardone talking about how you can survive and thrive during this recession. Make sure you watch this video to the end because Grant is dropping a lot of game. All right, let's get into it.
We're doing this to help people at a time when the economy, we know things are changing right now. I don't know if you feel it.
Yeah.
When you see Microsoft laying off people and Salesforce and Bank of America, Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan, like it's happening.
Yeah, and you've seen this a number of times. Like how many recessions exactly have you been through?
Well, I've been through, I went through the mid-90s, which, you probably weren't even around yet.
No, I'm 40.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So that was, you were what, 15 years old?
Yeah, I was in high school.
So, I went through that. I didn't know what was going on. And then 2000, the bust. 2001 was just a weird time because of the 9/11. And then 2008 was like,
that was the one I
terrifying.
No, I remember, that's when my dad committed suicide.
Oh, wow.
Like, cause his whole business, went under.
Yeah.
And that's actually when I had to start, trying to figure out how I could start making money.
Right.
Cause I had to take care of my family at that point.
Yeah.
But his business like crumbled. So like a lot of young people don't know how bad this shit can really get.
Yeah, exactly. And so they don't, I didn't know what I was going through. I didn't know what I was going through the first time. So when 2008 happened, I was 40, I guess I was 50 years old. And I had been 20 years of working my butt off, man, saving money, doing all the right things. I call it playing by the house rules, saving my money, planning for retirement. You had a retirement account, everything they tell you to do, paying off your debt and everything. And then when that thing happened, bro, it was like they just came in and started taking everything from me. I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't do anything wrong here. Like your dad, like he was just, he was victimized by this thing that they do every 10 or 12 years.
Yeah.
And so when that happened, I was like, the next time this happens, because I couldn't do anything. Because when recessions happen, it provides tremendous opportunities. But I didn't have the courage to do it. And the reason I didn't have the courage is because I didn't have the strategy. I didn't know what to do. And when you don't know what to do, bro, you're like,
yeah, you just out.
There's nothing I could do.
Yeah.
So, and this is how most people live every day, unfortunately.
Right.
And so I told my wife in 2008, that's what, 14 years ago, 12 years ago, whatever the number is.
Yeah.
And I said, man, next time this happens, I'm going to be ready.
Yeah.
This time I'm ready. So I want to help a lot of people make sure they don't get stuck in this thing. People are going to lose their jobs. That's going to happen. Could be the greatest thing that ever happens to you, by the way. Yeah. I lost my job, man. I lost a job when I was 29 years old. Best thing that ever happened to me. And I was freaking devastated.
Yeah. But it set you on a course that
I had to go do something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to quit the job. True. Right. I've been wanting to quit the job for a long time. And a guy one day just out of nowhere said, hey, mind your own business. I got pissed off. I left. I don't know if I quit or he fired me. But that became the start of me becoming my own person.
So you're set up well to take advantage of like opportunities in this recession. But what about the people, man, who are like where we were during the last recession?
Yeah.
Just like, victims almost.
So just so everybody understands, like I start every day with zero. I start over every day. Every day I'm broke. So when people are like, "Oh yeah, you're good now. You got all this," I said, "No, but I reboot to zero every day. It's one of my tricks. I go broke. I go broke. Well, I don't I look at my financial statement every day, how much, where things are, but I'm trying to get rid of that. I'm not trying to keep money.
Yeah.
The system wants you to keep money. The banks say, hey, stay liquid, save your money, plan for retirement, have 3-month savings accounts. But all these are myths. These are not things that are good for people. You don't want money. Money makes you lazy. Money gives you this false sense of okay, you're going to be all right because you saved 3 months of money. Dave Ramsey has no clue what he's He's talking to people about barely getting by. I'm talking to an audience that wants to get rich,
just trying to really like make
something big. Like become like Robert Smith rich. He's the wealthiest black man in America. Or Don Peoples, my friend, who's worth a couple $1 billion in playing in the real estate game. Or I want to get to the top of the food chain where I get to start making rules. He who has the goal makes the rules. And so I don't want a little money. I don't want a retirement account. I don't want my house paid for. I don't care about any of that stuff. I want to get rich. I want to create tremendous amounts of wealth for the people that my community, for the people. It started off for my handful, like me, my wife, my kids. And then once I'm like, okay, I can help more than that. I can help. I don't mean my neighborhood. People in my neighborhood can be helped.
Right.
Okay, they can be helped. They need help, by the way, where I live, right down the street. They just don't know they need help. They're rich, but they're not wealthy. They're not helping anybody else, dude. They're just helping themselves. It's freaking terrible. It's a life of poverty to have your house paid for. It's a mental poverty. Like, oh, I got my house paid for. I got my 2 cars. My kids are going to private schools, and I'm miserable because there's no purpose. Like, I'm helping millions of people around the world. It's why we're doing this event next week.
Yeah.
Money's just money. You know, money in an account, people is what matters. How many people can I touch? And it takes money to help people.
It takes money to help people.
You can't, otherwise they don't know you exist, man.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Hart, for Kevin Hart to make people laugh, he needs to go out into the world. He's got to get a Netflix show. That takes a lot of money, takes debt, takes some courage. Like somebody had to build that network out.
Yeah.
Then he's got to go do his routine and got to work it out. And then if he really wants his Netflix show to work, then he's also got to go live around the world.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he becomes irrelevant.
Yeah.
You know? So anybody can do this, bro. You do not need money. It's a myth that you need money.
What do they need? Like, let's say there's a guy, a lot of my audience is younger guys, guys in their 20s, maybe they're in their early 30s. But think about a guy just starting out, man. What should he be?
You need a massive target. Massive target. Okay, the target can't be, because you guys are getting everything you want.
Yeah.
Everything you want, you get.
Yeah.
You go to the club and you're like, I'm coming back with a girl, and you're gonna get her. You're gonna get a girl. I don't know if you want to get a girl. Okay, you might trade down as the night gets late.
Yeah.
Right? You could go home with a guy if you wanted to, but you're like, I ain't going home alone tonight. But you never said what you were going home with.
Right.
You know?
To set a bigger target.
Yeah, exactly. And this is what happens when people go to school, they go to high school, nobody's getting you ready to get in the top 1%.
Yeah.
So what I would tell the kid is like, look, dude, your first target needs to be the top 1%. You do not, no breaks, no vacations, no cars, no watches until you get in the 1% club.
Yeah.
So most people don't even know how much money you need to earn to be in that club.
Yeah. How much is it?
$876.
$876 a year.
In 2014, it was $400,000.
It's $400,000.
So it's getting away from you.
Yeah.
So, but that doesn't mean anything, because if you guys know how to get there, you got to just go do the math. See these guys that are shooting on the videos, right? For some reason they got involved in cameras. I don't know what it was, but it had nothing to do with the 1% club. I know that,
Right.
because these guys ain't gonna make the 1% club with those cameras. You got to build cameras. You got to sell cameras to be in that 1% club, because you cannot just record video and get in that club. So if they think they're going to get in the 1% club just shooting video, they're wrong. They're going to have to do. They're going to have to do something else. They're going to have to do something, because you can today. Because when I was growing up, you didn't have online. There's so many ways to make money today. It's unbelievable.
It's amazing how much opportunity.
It's not even that crazy to do that. It's just a math class, right? So let's say I want to do 876.
Yeah.
And I'm broke, and I don't know anything. I'm starting for zero, which is fine. It don't matter that you're broke, as long as you hadn't quit. So like you can't break me. That means I can take a lot of risk, because I'm not worried about going broke, because I can't be broken. I have my spirituality, I have my creativity, I have my persistence, I got courage. Like, there ain't no breaking me, man. Shit, I'm a dangerous man. I'm a dangerous beast.
Come on.
Okay? So 876. And I know strategy, right?
Yeah.
So if I take 876,000 divided by 365 days, I need to make $2,400 a day.
Yeah.
Divided by 24 hours, $100 an hour. And I'm gold.
Yeah.
I'm in the top 1% club. So I just broke it down. If I break that down by the minute, I need to make $1.67 a minute.
$1 a minute.
Now I start backing into it. I'm like, okay, I can't just do that. Okay, this is a $70,000 a year job. I only got $800,000 to work out now. Now I start working out. What could I do? See, but in school they don't teach you that. They teach you, hey, you need to learn a skill. I don't need a skill, bro. I need money.
Yeah.
I want to get tied in with the bank.
Come on.
How do I do that? Well, I need people skills. I know that. I need to learn how to market. I need to learn how to monetize. I need to learn how to convert people. I need to learn how to follow up. I need to be persistent. Like those are the things that we're going to be showing people next week that you can add. But the first most important thing is the target. I know if a guy's happy, if your uncle that's having the barbecue this weekend is happy with his retirement account because he's a fireman, well, good for him.
Right.
I can't spend time with you right now. You're going to rub off on me, bro. Okay,
that poverty is contagious.
The poverty's contagious, and so is the other end of the spectrum.
Exactly.
Right? When you hang out with guys that are saying, no, that's not enough. You can do more.
Who's that for you, man?
Oh, there's a lot of guys, man. I watch Elon. I spent an hour and a half with Elon the other night on a live call, and you know, like I'm just listening to him. Yeah. I'm not talking. I didn't say one word the whole time.
Really?
He knows I'm in the room. He knows I'm listening. But how many times you sit down with somebody and they do all the talking?
Yeah.
Like I'm listening, I'm learning, I'm duplicating. What do I need to learn from this guy? I'm not saying what do I not agree with. Like I see that people do that a lot. I don't agree with that and I don't agree with that. Okay, what's that got to do with anything? Yeah. What can you take from this conversation? I had dinner with Warren Buffett about 9 months ago. Okay? So like he's telling me, I said, what do I need to watch out for? Never have a gun to your head. And that's his way of saying, don't take money from JP Morgan or Morgan Stanley or don't take this easy money. Don't let them give you money because they put a time on that contract. So, you know,
I'm still learning.
Oh,
yeah.
Bro, I spent 92 days. I rearranged my entire, I think you were around Johnny at that time, right? Yes, sir. You know, I left the office for 92 days. I thought it was going to be like 2 days. Turned into 92 days where I was rolling this billionaire around the country.
Oh, wow.
And see, they don't need anything.
Yeah.
It's not like I can say, hey, can I buy you a cup of coffee?
Well, it's like you're a billionaire, right? So he's like bigger billionaire.
This was before I cracked it. Okay. And I wasn't even thinking about it until I spent time with this cat. I thought it was impossible for me to get there. So I gave up on the dream.
Wow.
So I never even thought about I can do this until I spent time with him. And when I spent time with him, I realized, oh, this is a normal dude, man. He takes piss breaks just like I do.
And it became real for you. Like
he's got to work out too in the mornings. Or otherwise he loses his muscle. Like you can shoot whatever you want in your body. You didn't get those without doing the work.
Yeah.
Oh man, you're doing this and that. I'm like, bro, hey, you can't build those with this.
I guys who do all types of stuff who are still not in great shape.
Yeah, you still got to go to have leg day. And I was watching this guy. Oh, he's got to take a piss. He's got to eat. He gets hungry too. Shit, this was phenomenal to me.
That he was just a regular guy.
He's just like me. He's got the same limitations I do, right? And so one day I was with him and he's like, hey man, what do you want from me? And I said, well, what I want from you is, I said, I mean, nothing really. He's like, yeah, you want something. I said, you know, if I had my wish list, I'd just see your bank statement. And he's like, what? I said, just your bank statement. I just want to see it.
Yeah.
I was fascinated. What does his statement look like?
Right.
$367 million in one account. And I was looking at this. I was like, dude, Schwab account, Merrill Lynch account. Like he had all these accounts, a Bank of America account with like 400 million. Like I was like, oh my God. And for me, it was like, it's real. Yeah. It's real. Those are numbers. This is a regular guy. Now, the second thing I thought about was, okay, I'm in the wrong space. I can't do this doing what I do.
You're the wrong vehicle.
Yeah. Now this is, let me see what year this was, 2018. No, it wasn't. No. That's 4 years ago. No, this is more like maybe 6.5 years ago. This is only maybe 2015.
Okay.
In the next 7 years, I would go from where I'm at then to like cracking a brick.
And that's when you decided to start Cardone Capital.
Then I started looking at, I'm in the wrong space. Yeah. This space cannot churn enough money. No. I'm not reaching enough people. I'm not marketing enough. Not enough people know me. My product lineup is wrong. Yeah. Like I was in the right I was on the right field, just the wrong position.
Got it. And you got that from like just observing and being around the right person. I think,
yeah, man, it's just,
that's a big problem where like people could, I'm from the south side of Chicago, and it's like, it just feels hopeless.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like
you're surrounded by it.
Yeah,
you're surrounded by, poverty. You're surrounded by little think. You're surrounded by addiction. You're surrounded by slavery.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, there's as much slavery in the country today as there ever has been. You got 300 million people in this country that are slaves. It's called the middle class. They just made it to a place.
Right.
They just made it. I can pay my bills. I can pay my mortgage. Look what they're paying for. I can pay my house. I paid my house off now. Oh my God, I'm so happy. I paid the house off. I don't have that anymore. I got a retirement account. These 5 things that I just mentioned are simply machine. They're the machine. You're feeding the machine. You're stuck. You're not free yet. So for the young guy out there with nothing, dude, your first target needs to be a 1% club.
Got it.
Second thing, that means you need to suffer until you get there. No cars, no bracelets, no watches, no glow, no like.
For sure.
You're not doing the shine and I'm popping and I'm rocking because you ain't gonna fool me with your shit.
Yeah.
Guys like me, they don't care. That guy, Bob, he didn't care that I had what my car is.
I'm glad you say that, man, because I didn't buy like my first like nice watch until after I was making $1 million.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know, so it's good to hear that I didn't fuck it up. I didn't fuck up too bad.
You shouldn't. You don't need all that stuff. That's not the target. The target ain't a watch.
Yeah.
So, and then you guys got to figure out. Everybody's got to figure out. I had to figure out. Okay, once I start making a little money, what do I do with the money? Because nobody's teaching us this either. Everybody's saying, hey, there's only one place you can give it, to the bank or to Wall Street. You got to send all this money over to this old white institution, this machine. This is a massive machine, man.
Yeah.
And this is a country club machine.
Right.
Everybody knows everybody there. They're all kind of sharing the chips around the table. It's a casino, man. And the house is the only winner there.
Got it. Yeah, that's where I'm really glad you put together this Unbreakable challenge, right? Because, you know, a lot of the people who need to hear this, they can't get access to you like directly or other people directly, but they can with the program.
Yeah.
With the Unbreakable.
Yeah, and look, I wanted to call this the 1% Club, but I got voted out on mine. I'm telling you, bro, it's just these people had to get in the 1% Club. You know, and so the Unbreakable piece is about how do you become unbreakable? Well, here's the deal. You're breakable until you have enough money.
Come on.
They'll break you. Your dad's a perfect example.
No,
he lost his job.
Example. I
tapped out.
When that happened, I said, you know, I thought to myself, fuck, man. I was only like 24, right? And I was like, if I had enough money, I could have bailed him out or helped him with something. Exactly. You know, I'd have a dad if I had enough money. And I vowed to never be in a position where somebody needed me and I wasn't there to help ever again. And, you know, and shortly after that, like I had read the 10X rule. Like it played a big role in my life. I used to listen to it in the morning, no bullshit, in the shower, you know, waking up early. Yeah. And I had some like headphones that were waterproof or some shit, and I would like listen to this all the time, man. No bullshit. You know? And it really helped me, man.
See that makes me happier than the money, right? Like knowing, I didn't know that you were listening to this, right? But like when they shot that book, they were did the audio, they were gonna have somebody else read. I said nobody else.
Nah, that's the beauty of it. Nobody read the audio, and you added all the extra stuff in there, and exactly. It was better. Well, it's better than a book because it was more context.
Dude, as long as I'm alive, I'm gonna be the guy delivering the information.
Yeah,
because this is my privilege. Yeah. Like my dad died when I was 10. Mm-hmm. So he died. What happened was the reverse. I couldn't help my mom, and I'm 10 years old, and I wanted to help her. But they wouldn't let me help her. You know, in our society, you can't work until you're a certain age, which is so terrible, man. Like my kids been working since they're 6.
Come on.
And so they love working. They love contributing, right? I wanted to help my mom and I couldn't. And so when my dad died, he was he earned the wages. And when he died, the income stopped. He died on a Thursday. Monday, there was no more money. It only took 4 days for them to quit paying us. And boom, it was over. Now, my mom went into fear because she know there's no new income coming in. There's no new income. If you're not sure about where your income's coming in, you're in fear.
Yeah.
You're going to be scared. It might be a low level residual of fear, or you're like, you might not even be aware of it.
Yeah.
But like if you see depression, people are depressed, it's because they're like, dude, there's no hope for my futures.
Yeah.
How you describe Chicago.
Yeah.
You know, there's parts of Chicago have zero hope. Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
There's parts of Houston you're like, man, I can feel it. You can drive in the neighborhood and like, whoa.
Man. You can feel it, right?
You can feel it, roads are heavy, man. Yeah. And here in Miami, you can find spots in Miami where like, oh my God, man. People making $68,000 a year and it costs them $80,000. They're behind $12,000 every year. That hurts.
Yeah.
Now the reason nobody hears about it, the media doesn't talk about it and the government doesn't talk about it, because if they did, the people would become so angry. You know, that they would go probably burn the White House down.
Yeah.
It'd be a J6 every week.
so they give you enough.
Dude, they say, oh, you're in the middle class.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we're going to give you a 0% loan to go to school. You know, the whole school system. The school system is to keep those people out of the workplace. So the unemployment numbers are not bad. That's what school is. College is a damn business.
Yeah.
Okay. Harvard has $58 billion in annuities.
Yeah.
$58 billion that were funded by kids going to school from government loans that don't get paid back. Okay. Inflation hit colleges more than any other product. Food, water, housing, nothing inflated more than colleges because of free taxpayer. That's just to tell you guys how stacked the system is. Your audience is listening. Guys, you know, if you ever felt like the system's rigged, guess what? It is. It is rigged. Now, you can't just bitch about it being rigged. You got to figure out, okay, what's that? I need to get on the house side of this.
Yeah, yeah. You know, there's one thing that I always liked about your message, which really resonated with me. It wasn't like get rich quick or you weren't one of these guys saying it was going to be easy. You were like, no, work more.
Look, my friend Ty Lopez, Ty's like, I worked on this 4 minutes and I made 4.
Yeah.
Bro, ain't nobody works on anything for 4 minutes. Anything that's going to make $4 million, you had to work on more than once.
Yeah.
That book, The 4-Hour Work Week.
Yeah.
That Tim Ferriss wrote. Everybody loved that book. I wouldn't write. I didn't buy the book because I'm like, there ain't no 4-hour work week.
Right.
Not for a guy like me.
Yeah.
I'm never going to stop
I
working.
wouldn't want to work only
Dude,
4
I don't
hours.
want to work 4 hours. Yeah, I work 4 hours. I want to work, and it worked.
Yeah.
And I helped somebody, and I made some money. Dude, I want to work. I want to do that as many times as I can.
Bro, when you love what you do, it's like you.
Why do I want to do less?
I sleep sometimes.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
See, to me, work is like when you're winning at work.
When you're winning. Yeah.
You know, when you complete the task, it doesn't matter if I'm getting paid.
Yeah.
Like if I was telling my daughter this morning, I said, baby, look, your luggage, it's been here 2 days now. You opened it up, you took your stuff out, you should have put it up. Let's me and you do it together.
Yeah.
Like I want to finish the task because I know how I feel when I finish a task.
Yeah.
And I think God gave us work. The gym, man. The gym is if people. I don't want to go to the gym, dude. It feels good when you leave.
Yeah.
You never ever regret going to the gym and getting the work done.
That's a fact. I wanted to ask you about that, man, because I've noticed over the last few years, you got in way better shape.
Yeah, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like I something I've noticed from afar. It's like, how has that affected your business? Actually, have you made more money as a result?
Well, you know, it makes me feel better about myself, right?
Yeah.
Because when you're looking at yourself and you're 10 or 15 pounds overweight or more, you don't feel good about yourself. Your body hurts. You look in the mirror. The mirror don't lie.
Yeah.
You know, and so and at my age, what was happening was I was being forced to do it because my body started hurting. I wasn't using my body, so it starts screaming at me.
Yeah.
Hey man, you ignore me, bro.
Yeah.
Knees, ankles, lower back, everything was hurting. And I'm like, I got to start doing something about this. So there's no shots you can take to fix that.
Yeah.
You have to go do the work.
You got to.
And so I try to get in the gym 7 days a week.
Nice.
I get something in. I don't do a lot. I don't do heavy stuff the way you do. But I do the light stuff, just keep everything moving.
No, but I see the results,
Yeah,
over the years.
And it makes me feel better about myself.
It seems like
does it make me more money? I don't know if it does or not,
Yeah. It doesn't make you less.
No, it doesn't cost me. It doesn't cost me anything. That's for sure.
And you're gonna get more years.
I hope so.
You know what I think about it, man? This may be crazy. I think, okay, the better shape I am, the longer I live, the more the money can compound.
Yeah.
I think about that from that perspective.
But a lot of guys are going to the gym. They're not spending any time on their money. They're spending all their time on their mask.
Yeah.
None on their rack.
Yeah, no. You got
I'm like, bro, you got to work on that rack. So, like you spending 2 and 3 hours in there. I get in there, hit that thing, bing, get out.
Yeah.
My body just needs to be in a position to serve me.
Yeah.
Not me serving it. I don't want to be like paying so much attention to my body that I'm not paying attention to my ability to give back to the community.
I feel you on that, man. Like even me, I obviously train a lot, but I haven't been to a real gym since I've been in Miami. It's only the one in my building since I moved there. Yeah. Because I got to get to work, man.
Yeah.
I got to get this fucking money, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I got to get this money.
Yeah.
What do you say to, a lot of times I hear people tell me, man, money's not everything, man. It's not everything, man. Like I kind of know what you're going to say, but I want to hear you.
Yeah, it's not everything. 100% is not everything, but it buys everything.
Exactly.
There's nothing it doesn't buy.
Come on.
Even health.
Come on.
You want better health?
Yeah.
Takes money.
Magic Johnson would be dead if he wasn't a billionaire.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So you guys that you know, I don't. First of all, I don't even know why you go. Money ain't everything. You don't even have enough money to give advice on money.
Yeah, man.
I think you are shut your damn trap right now. You don't have any money. If you don't have any money, quit talking about it.
Yeah. Money.
Just start walking around talking about how you don't have any money.
Yeah.
And what do you want to do about it? Don't tell me that money isn't everything. I know that money isn't everything. It's the only thing that buys a jet.
Come on, man.
It's the only thing that pays for my kids' clothes.
Let's go.
It's the only thing that'll take care of, put us on a trip if we want to go someplace.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that buys advertising on Google or Facebook. They don't take freaking biceps.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, my son can't eat happiness.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You know.
Exactly. Everybody's like, oh, money won't make you happy. I'm not looking for happy.
Yeah.
I'm looking for some money right now so I can create some wealth, so I can own some property. So one day I don't have to work so much because money's coming in because of the assets I own, and then I can go worry about being happy.
Yeah. I think you said it either in this book or the Be Obsessed. You said, they're two different subjects. The one, money and happiness, and you can be happy. They got nothing to do with one another.
Nothing. I don't know what y'all talking about. The only thing that buys my wife a Chanel bag is money.
Come on.
And every time I give her one, it makes her happy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I'm sure she has a big smile.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love you so much. Or flowers, you know, or a card from Hallmark, man. A card from Hallmark costs money.
It does.
So
it costs money, or the roof over her head.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Oh, you need money.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
And money shouldn't be vilified like that.
Exactly.
You know,
why people vilify success?
Because they gave up on it. People vilify everything they quit on. People don't like me because they quit on being them. They're like, oh, Grant Cardone's out there all the time. The only reason that bothers you is you quit being out there for you. Okay? So you don't like me showing up in my plane because you gave up on your plane. Ooh. So people are like, oh my God, he's showing off in his plane. You ain't showing off in your plane that you don't have.
Yeah.
I don't know why you hating on me. What am I supposed to do? Stop and go get a JetBlue? Okay, let's do a photo. Oh, hold on. Let me walk over there to Southwest Airlines and take it in front of their plane rather than my plane. That's stupid.
Let me jump on Spirit, man.
That's ridiculous. It's crazy. Like, it's insane. Like, you know, I don't know what to tell people. I don't know why y'all hating on me. There ain't no money in it. No success in it. No health in it. No happiness in it. Nothing.
It sounds like
zero-sum game.
I don't know if they are hating on you, Grant. Sound like they don't know shit about getting money or being happy. They don't know nothing about either subject.
You know, I don't know what to say about it. I don't hate on people. I don't have time to hate on people.
Come on, man.
Anybody I'm hating on is because they trying to hurt people. So, and I'll be very verbal about big pharma. They trying to kill people. Okay. The banks, they trying to trap you. Wall Street is a casino at best. College education, complete waste of time and money unless you're going to be a doctor or a lawyer. Buying a house, worst investment you'll ever make in your entire life.
Tell me more about that.
Saving money at the bank is just for the banks. Like, I hate on those things, so I'm gonna tell people. So the house is it's a trap, man.
Yeah.
I was doing an interview the other night on an NBC channel, and they said the guy from Remax, the president of Remax, was talking about how a house is a good investment. I'm like, bro, Nick, how can you keep telling people this? It's one of the worst investments in the history of mankind.
Yeah.
Your audience is going to hate this message.
No, I mean, I had the same discussion. Like, my mom's like, Randy, you should buy a house. You buy a house. And I'm like, first of all, I'm moving.
You want your mobility.
Come on, man.
You want mobility. You want to be able to move. I want to be able to move around the locations. I don't need some address 2223 to identify me.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're much better off having the mobility and saying every 12 or 14 months, if they're not treating me right, I'll just get out of here.
Exactly.
Boom, move to the next place.
Yeah.
Now, people are going to say, like, oh, rent's expensive. Yeah, okay. So what? So what? Whole Foods is expensive.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, the gym's expensive. Like, what's that got to do with going to the hospital is expensive? You don't go buy a hospital just because a room's expensive.
Well, why is it a bad investment?
Because what happens in a house is, first of all, if you just do the math, 12%, the broker fees going in are 6 and going out are 6. So now you got to make 12%. So let's say you paid $1 million for a house or 500, whatever the number is. Average house here is 576. So 576 is what you paid. Now you need 12% for broker fees. You need another let's say you keep the house 10 years.
Okay.
You need 10% in maintenance fees. It's 1% a year in maintenance fees. It's about 2% in property taxes every year. That's 20%. 2 times 10 is 20. And it's probably 7% to the bank, so that's 70%. Total those up, it's 112%. So $576,000 home will have to be sold for $1.2 million in 10 years. You're not going to sell it for that.
Just to break even.
To break even.
Break even.
Dead money.
Yeah.
And you had to put $100,000 down to do this deal.
And that's why we said the opportunity cost. Yeah.
Like there's, boom, it's insanity.
Yeah.
But the banks are going to tell you it's good. Why? Because the Bank of America made 70% on your deal. The brokers made 12%. The maintenance people made 10%. And property taxes, that's what you fund every year. Even when you pay your home off, you'll still have to pay this 2%. This will go on forever. So a house is just not a good investment when you compare it to stocks, even commodities, or
your own business. Right.
Or your own business, or invest in yourself. Or, hey, rather than buying one house where you live, rent where you live, and take that $100,000 and go buy a piece of real estate where other people live. So you can keep accumulating these over here. Like, I love real estate.
Yeah.
Like, it's, you know, I own $4 billion worth of real estate.
Yeah.
So I love it. I just don't need to own a home on the way up. I need to own assets that pay me on the way up.
Yeah.
And once I have enough cash flow from the assets paying me, then if I want to go buy a house or a watch or a car, I buy it out of the passive income.
Right. All out of the passive income.
And I'm going to show you guys all this. I'll map this whole thing out over 5 days.
That's incredible that you're doing this, because you don't hear information like this. Everybody.
Well, they're serving a master. Bank of America's buying their ads. Big Pharma's buying the ads. Colleges are buying the ads. All these guys are in cahoots, man. They're all playing the same game together. If we can educate people, indoctrinate them in high school and then college, then we'll move them to the house program. They'll borrow money from the Bank of America. And then if they can get some money, more money, then they'll have a little retirement account that funds Wall Street. This is a big game, bro. It's a big Ponzi scheme. The biggest Ponzi scheme on planet Earth is government USA. It's a damn corporation.
And the Unbreakable challenge is we're teaching people how to get out of it.
How to get out of this thing, man. Yeah. You got to get out of the matrix.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
So you can't get out of the trap because your uncle don't know about the trap. He's in it.
Exactly. So, and you take people taking advice from people who don't have the kind of income.
They're not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
Bro, they don't even know what the 1% club is. They think it's an impossible room to get into. It's not. It requires you to do one thing: earn a certain amount of money. There's no other membership to this. There's no card. There's no invitation. It's open to everyone.
Now, what about the people who are thinking right now, man? But
dude, I was flipping hamburgers. I was flipping hamburgers when I was 17 years old.
Yeah.
I was a drug addict at 18.
Yeah.
Okay. At 25, I had less money at 25 than I had when I was 12. I was going backwards, not forward.
Yeah.
I had a college education. I had less money with a college education than I had when I had a high school education. So I had zero respect for my community. No one wanted to be around me. Like, people stayed away from me. My uncle, hey, leave him alone. Told his kids, stay away from that kid. He's trouble. Wow. So I built all this from scratch. So all you guys out there, oh man, I got nothing. Yeah, welcome to my world.
Yeah. No, I mean, I knew your story. I just wanted to hear you say it.
Never had a brain, wasn't connected. I'm white. Okay, so definitely I had some advantages that you would not have had, 100%.
Yeah, but still, man, like, you know, when I heard your story, I told you it was at a time when I needed to hear it. I was in my mid-20s, and I was broke, man. I would wake up at like 4 a.m. and I would train people in the gym. Then I would work security at the Prada store, and then after that, I worked for a moving company. And on the weekends, I've trained people and managed a restaurant. So I had like 4 jobs because I was like, I got to find some kind of way, even if it was just work. And then started business, and then things started to take off. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I just want to thank you, man, because like this was I wouldn't have had the idea to get that many jobs and like to like work my way out. I had a college degree. I went to Howard University, but it was the recession, right? So there was people with master's degrees working at Starbucks. I went into TJ at Fridays.
But that's how we don't even hear about this. Nobody's doing any stories about, hey man, I spent 5 years at Howard to become a barista and earned $11 an hour.
I came out of Howard University. I went in, it was during the recession. I went into Fridays in Queens, and I was wearing a suit, trying to get a job as a server. They said, we don't just hire our servers off the street.
Yeah.
I got a business marketing degree from a prestigious university.
Right.
They don't, a lot of people
Then they're going to tell you you're overqualified.
Yeah.
You know? So look, these 5 days, it's 90 minutes a day. You guys carve out 90 minutes for me every day for 5 days, completely free, cost you nothing. And I promise you, I will put you on track to become a millionaire.
Yeah, man.
You know, so it's not difficult. But I can't do the willingness thing. You guys got to sign up for it. I can't do it. I know some of your audience are like, what's the strings attached? What's dude, the strings? I want to help you.
Yeah.
That's the string. Okay. If you've ever asked for help, begged for help, prayed for help, wanted somebody to take time to help you, this is a gift.
Yeah.
And it's my gift to you. And those that receive the gift, it gives me a gift back to me to fulfill my purpose. So I truly want to help people. This is not about inspiration or motivation. It's not about you getting all excited, beating your chest.
It's real tactical.
Dude, it's a strategy. It's a specific strategy.
Yeah.
And I've never needed motivation. I don't need anybody to motivate me. I don't need to jump up and down to get excited. I don't need to do a cold plunge to want to conquer the world or walk on fire, dude. I need a strategy. Just show me the math.
Yeah.
And show me that, and then I'll take it from there, and I'm gonna figure it out just like you did.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Well done on your success.
Hey, man, thank you, brother. Yeah, I mean, like you played a role, especially in the beginning. Like, just I was this was one of the books I was listening to over and over again.
Yeah.
Like, man, I gotta make this happen. I gotta figure some shit out. You know,
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
And I appreciate you having me today.
Hey, man, thank you, man, for my man.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, guys. So I hope you learned a lot from that interview with Grant. Listen, make sure you register for the free Unbreakable challenge, because Grant is going to be breaking down exactly how you can survive and thrive during this recession. And you definitely can. Anybody can. You know, I started my business during the last recession, but Grant has been through 4 or 5 recessions in business. So there's really nobody better to teach you how to survive and thrive in a recession than Grant. So make sure you click that link in the description right now and do not miss out on this opportunity, all right?